So Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, what do these three have in common? Well, you probably already saw the title of the video, and it's that they tend to wear the same thing every day. And what I want to do in this video is share with you why I adopted sort of a minimalist wardrobe and how it's really helped me in a number of different areas in my life, and how it could possibly help you not only save time, save money, but in a number of different areas in your life. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to break this down into really 5 different primary reasons as to why I choose to do this. It's not going to be for everyone, and it's not saying that everybody should adopt sort of a minimalist wardrobe where they tend to wear the same clothing every day. And that's not to say that I literally wear the same shirt every day. I change my clothing every day, but I have many duplicates of those. So I'll show you guys my wardrobe. I'll show you kind of how I do this, where I get my clothes from, and if you're interested, stick around. So let's get into this, and let's talk about the overlying reason by far as to why I choose to wear essentially the same thing every day. And the reason for this is because of time. Now, when you look at the greatest assets that we have in our lives, I truly believe time is the greatest asset that we have. It's one thing that we can't ever get back. You know, if we have $100 million and we lose that money, we can get that money back eventually. If we have a house that burns down, it's very sad, very tragic, but as long as nobody was hurt, we can get that house back. We can get something that's pretty similar to that house. But time is that one thing that you can never recoup. You can never get that back. And so if there's any area in my life where I can save time, it's something that I will certainly take into consideration. So when you think about this and how this relates to clothing, it's something as simple as 5 minutes a day that's spent thinking about what you're going to wear tomorrow, right? And that's probably the average of how much time somebody spends thinking about what they're going to wear. Maybe they go clothing shopping from time to time. When you average it out, let's say 5 minutes per day that's spent thinking about what you're going to wear tomorrow. Now, it sounds very insignificant. It sounds very small, not very significant whatsoever, right? But 5 minutes a day, that's 35 minutes a week, okay, half an hour. But that's about 30 hours per year that's spent thinking about what you're going to wear the next day. That's a day per year, and over the course of 50, 60, 70 years, that's months worth of your life that's literally just spent processing, thinking about what you're going to wear. Does this clothing match with the other clothing? Does this look good in public? Can I wear this in season? Should I wear this color? It just creates a lot of more decisions that you need to make in your life. And I think this is why a lot of the big dog CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg or people like Steve Jobs or Elizabeth Holmes, it didn't really work out for her too well, but I think it's the reason why a lot of these big CEOs in Silicon Valley tend to wear the same thing every day. It's because it saves them a lot of time. It's less decisions that they need to make, but it's one of the driving reasons for myself as well. And you know, I don't do 18-hour work days. I'm not incredibly an efficiency freak, but it's still something that I can just cut back on in terms of time spent doing things that I don't need to do. So that's the overlying reason. But I would argue that another really very, very valid reason as to why somebody might adopt something like this is due to financial reasons. Now, this isn't the leading reason for me, and it's probably because I could afford to spend more on clothing if I wanted to. But the truth is, I just don't really need to. I don't see the purpose for it. Now, when you look at the average clothing expense in America, it's about $161 per month. That's well over $1,000 per year spent on clothing. And so if you're looking for anywhere in your budget to consider cutting back, if you're looking at your budget right now and you're thinking, you know, you want to put an extra $100 a month towards your mortgage or your student loans or your credit card bills, then cutting back on some clothing by simplifying stuff is actually possibly a pretty good idea. And I would argue that I'd probably spend about maybe $30 per month on clothing in total when you average it out over the course of the year. I don't spend any time buying clothing. It's just very simple. I just order it. And you guys have been wondering where I get my shirts from and where I get my pants from. So to be honest with you, most of these shirts just come from H&M, like 15 bucks. My jeans are about maybe $45, $50. Might be a little bit expensive for some people, but you have to understand that it's somewhat of higher quality. It's not incredibly high quality, but it's something that will last a pretty long time. I used to buy jeans for $12 at Walmart, Wrangler jeans. I just choose not to do that anymore. Both work, right? Anything works. So guys, this is my closet. We're not gonna go too far in because it's pretty personal, but you know, I just have a lot of black shirts. You know, I got these at H&M. Some of them I'll just get in like bulk packs on Amazon, because sometimes I'll wear them as an undershirt, or other times Other ones, if they're nicer quality, I'll just wear them like as a regular shirt. But you can get these for like $3, $4 online. H&M, they might be like 10 bucks. And then these black shirts that I wear right here, about $15 H&M. So super simple. I hang everything up. I don't even have a dresser. I'm about halfway through the week, so gotta do laundry soon. I don't have many left. But that's really simple, guys. And then for pants, I just wear the same pants, just the duplicates of these pants. So I have about 6 pairs of these black ones. I have a pair of lighter jeans, and then I have some other like weird funky pants if I want to change things up. But it's super versatile when you're wearing black because it's a very neutral color, right? So you don't have to just wear black, but something that's white or gray, and it essentially goes with almost anything. So for example, you know, I'll have some other things like, if we really want to spice things up during the summer, right? I want to throw this on, and it just goes with black pants. It goes with a black shirt. If I'm wearing red shirts all the time and I try to wear this with it, it's just not gonna look good, right? And I don't know what I'm doing with style, but I know that if I keep some neutral colors, I can mix in some more colorful stuff, and it just works very easily. So all the clothes that I have match with each other. They all go with each other, so I don't have to worry about kind of having this like hundreds of different pieces of clothing and then saying, well, I can't wear this red with this purple or whatever. I don't even know what colors match. I really don't. That's why I wear black. It's just super, super simple. So by having black, it's pretty simple, and you don't have to worry about stains on your clothing. You know, from age 5 to age 18, I would wear white t-shirts every day, like literally every day I wore a white t-shirt to school. And you know, it worked for myself at the time, but I was a pretty messy eater, and I would have like barbecue sauce on my shirt, and it was just a bad look all around. But with black, you can spill ink on it, you can do anything, and you're probably not gonna see it, you're not gonna notice it. So it's just better all around. You know, if you get stains on your shirt, you're not gonna notice at all. It's also a lot easier to do laundry, I would argue. When I do laundry, I don't have to separate from black from white from colors. It's just all in the same laundry machine, all in the same washing machine, and I very rarely use a dryer just because it's kind of a waste. Now, another reason for wearing clothing that doesn't have logos, like a Gucci logo on it or a Nike logo on it or anything, is because you kind of keep people guessing as to how much you paid for your outfit. And this is something that I just like to do, keep people guessing. But for example, people don't know when they see me on the street if this is a $500 shirt or a $5 shirt that I got at Walmart. They just don't know. Because there's no logos, it doesn't categorize you into like one specific area on how much you spent on your clothing. And so I think it's just a great move all around the board for what I do for myself. So keeping things very neutral. But going back to what I said earlier, I really don't have style. I don't have great style. So just keeping it basic is hard to go wrong. And I see a lot of people who will say go to Urban Outfitters, or they'll try to keep up with the trends, the newest fashion trends, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You probably look really cool walking around. But the problem with this is that fashion and trends, they're trends. So they change all the time. And so something that's cool right now is not going to be cool next year, and it's definitely not going to be cool in 5 years, maybe 30 years, but it's not cool a few years later. And so what happens is people have this incredibly high turnover rate of clothing, and especially when you're paying for trying to keep up with the trends, whether you're buying those like big bulky Fila shoes, they might be fine now, they're cool now, but in 2 years, they're gonna be sitting in your closet somewhere. You're not gonna wear them because it's not cool anymore. So by having something that's kind of timeless, like this black shirt, you can't go wrong with it. It doesn't matter if it's 1982 or if it's 22, 25, I don't know what year. Any year, it doesn't matter because it's super simple. So that's my reasoning for it. And really it comes down to time, it comes down to financial reasons if you wanted to save some money, but it also just comes down to simplifying everything all around the board for why I do this. So you guys wanted to know, I answered your question. I had hundreds of people asking me this question, especially like where I got my clothing from. So I thought I would address it. And once again, if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. And hey guys, I want to let you know that if you send me a DM on Instagram or an email or a message or even a comment, I want you guys to know that I read every comment, I read every message that people send me on Instagram, but it's difficult for me to get back to everyone. So I just want you guys to be aware of that, and I hope you can understand that if you get hundreds of messages in a day, I physically cannot respond to everybody. It would take up 8 to 10 hours of my day by just responding to people. So I read them, and I want you guys to know that I am listening. But thanks for watching the video. Appreciate all the support on the channel. We're coming up on like 350,000 subscribers now. So thank you, and I'll see everybody in next week's video.